Welcome to the last video of the quarter, and congratulations for making it this far. As you're watching this, you're most likely finalizing all the last assignments that you have, the portfolio introduction, how does a poet make meaning essay, and putting those finishing touches on your e-portfolio, which I can't wait to read and just see the progress that you've made throughout the quarter and read your final work. This video is pretty much just to cover some administrative tasks that we need to take care of at the end of the quarter here. A couple very important steps. So it's very important that you follow along with me in its entirety so that you know exactly what's needed of you. If you don't do some of these things that we're talking about in this video, I literally cannot give you a passing grade for the course. So making sure that you do all these things is very essential. You've come this far, finish up by doing everything right and taking the time to do it. So let's see. I'm going to pull up kind of a sheet that we'll work from, and I'll also have to pull up Canvas. Probably have to pull up a few other things too, but we'll just leave this for now. So here's the 4 things that you need to accomplish at the time that you submit your final e-portfolio. So this is Friday at the end of week 10. You need to do these 4 things. You need to submit your e-portfolio link. You need to complete the course evaluations for the course. You need to submit your work to Turnitin.com, and you need to complete the composition department's consent to publish forms. I'm going to talk about each of these and walk you through them, but again, just up front, you need to accomplish these things in order to finalize your work for the quarter. So the first thing I said here is just a reminder of where to submit your e-portfolio link. I guess we could go there. Very simple. It's in the modules. As you've turned in assignments all quarter long, right there at the end of the module is your final e-portfolio. And on your end, you're going to see the option to either copy and paste the home page of your e-portfolio in the text entry box, or copy and paste it into a website URL link box. And once you submit it there and have double checked that you've made the portfolio public, you will be done with the e-portfolio portion and move on to the next 3. So finishing this first is the key to finishing your work for the quarter. So that's nice and easy. That's a quick reminder. Something else I want to remind you of, and I'm actually going to move these around. We'll do them in this order. Because you're going to be specifically dealing with your work when you're in the portfolio and you're submitting the link, you have all your work in front of you. At the same time, I want you to turn in your work to Turnitin.com. This is a requirement of the composition department. If you do not do this, you will fail the course. So make sure that you do this correctly. So I have to explain the format. And that, again, that not turning in Turnitin.com means a failure. So here's what I want for Turnitin.com. I don't want your full portfolio. I don't want all the work you've done throughout the quarter. I need you to put together a single document, final drafts compiled, in a single document. Those final drafts are going to be displayed in this order in that document. I want you to include the portfolio introduction, the how does a poet make meaning essay. I'll get it here. The in defense of essay, and the in defense of style portfolio. Okay. In defense of style portfolio are the the 7 style portfolio skill practices you did all collected together. So you're doing the final drafts of all of those. Again, this is just copy and paste it all into a single document that's saved together under the same saved title. And what I'll see when I open up this document in Turnitin.com is first your portfolio introduction, then right after that, how does a poem make meaning, then right after that, in defensive essay, and style portfolio last. And so just make sure you do this right. I have oftentimes every quarter a number of students for some reason are not as diligent as they need to be, and it costs unnecessary time to fix, and it's frustrating for both you and me. So too many times I have students accidentally only submit the portfolio introduction because they were, I guess, thinking that they can submit all 4 of their final drafts separately. But you only have one link, turn in on Turnitin.com. It's called Final Drafts, and you're only going to get one shot. You won't be able to go back and delete it. You'll have to contact me to delete it and resubmit. So just make sure you do this correctly the first time. Once you turned in your ePortfolio link and then created this document and turned it into Turnitin.com, here is our class ID and our password as well for Turnitin.com. I can go ahead and just give you a second to screenshot that. It's in the syllabus too, and it's throughout our Canvas, but if you want to screenshot it here, please do so you can create the Turnitin.com account or sign up for my class in your Turnitin.com account. Okay, so that takes care of submitting all your work. Then we have last 2 things that I would like you to fill out. One of them is the course evaluations. Now you can access these in our EEE class. I think it's right next to sign-up sheets. It says course evaluations or evaluations. But you're also going to be emailed about this as well. You'll be emailed from the department to complete a course evaluation for my course. So a quick note on that. You've done these before. If you've had a course at UCI, you get them every quarter for every class. So you know how they work, a series of questions where you give an answer between 1 and 7. 7 for being superior, 1 for being bad. And then there's a couple short answer questions as well. So let me explain how these work. The number or the evaluation questions that answer 1 through 7, those are super useful in assessing me and assessing my course. I use these for departmental job applications and merit reviews, as we call them. So of course I appreciate your highest scores, but more importantly, the short answer section is something that I would direct you to pay attention to. Oftentimes students just rush past these and they say, oh, I don't have anything to say. But I actually use these evaluations. I look at the evaluations and what you said, not by name because it doesn't say who said what. I just get a bunch of comments. And I use these to revise my course, revise my teaching, revise my approach to different assignments based on what you have said. Every quarter, I revise my curriculum, my reading sequence, how I present different ideas and different skills. And it's student comments that help me do that. So if you could take the time, I think there's 3 short answers, to give me some short answer responses so that I can also get your feedback and revise what I do to make it better for the next group of students coming in. After you do the course evaluation, that should only take you 10 minutes, maybe tops. The last thing you need to do is fill out these consent to publish. Again, a requirement of the department. You cannot get a grade unless you do this. You probably, if you took the screenshot of this already, you want to take the screenshot of this. I'll probably also email it to you, but here's a screenshot that you can take just in case you lose it in the email. I'm actually going to go there right now just to show you what this is and explain it a little bit. Okay, so I'm already signed into EEE, but is this School of Humanities composition form system that I need you to fill out. You're doing 2 things in here. You're giving consent to reproduce and publish your work that you did in this course, and I'll talk about that in a second. then you're also just agreeing to the university's plagiarism and academic honesty and Turnitin.com requirement. So for the Turnitin.com requirement, all you have to do is click this button and type your name here, and you're perfect. And that one's easy. You can read through this if you'd like, but it explains what I've already said. The other one, consent to publish, is something that I'd like to talk about just so we're all on the same page and you know what this is being used for. Now, in 39A, we ask our students to give us permission to share their work electronically. Now, right here, it says to be published electronically as a student sample on course and instructor websites. Now, that's not accurate of 39A. It's accurate of 39B and C. For 39A, as you know from this course, we never share student work to our other students. You never saw a student sample of another essay or anything like that. That's because we don't believe in sharing student work as samples for writing. We believe in sharing professional writing for model text. So if you clicked this button, actually what you would be doing is giving me the ability and the permission to share your work with other instructors who teach 39A. I've never said this, I don't think, but I'm the assistant course director for 39A, and I help teach our instructors how to do the course better. And one way we do that is to show them samples of student writing. And so this gives me the ability to share your work. So I would appreciate if you click this, because that gives us an opportunity to teach other instructors and create better 39A courses for everyone. You have some other options here as well. You can give permission to have your work published in the Anteater's Guide to Writing and Rhetoric as a sample. If you wanted to do that, great. They're only going to publish superior work in the Anteater's Guide to Writing and Rhetoric, so if you want to allow that, you can click that there. The other options are a little bit different. So the last option says, I withhold my consent to reproduce my work in any form, which would take away this first two that I marked. Again, I ask that you consider clicking these first two and withholding or not withholding your consent so that we can share work and teach our instructors better. There is also the ability to request that your name be removed in electronically in print. Again, I would request that you don't. That makes things a little bit more difficult for us. The only people we're sharing this to is instructors who won't know your name anyway. So I prefer if you click these two, but it is your ability to choose any of these. And then just make sure you fill out your information here. Let's see, our section is 33050, 39A, summer 17, and then of course your first and last name. Once you're done with all this, you submit it, and then you'll have completed that requirement. So I'm going to get out of here. I don't need to see this anymore. Don't need this anymore. This. That will do it for all the final administrative tasks that you need to complete before the end of the quarter. If you have any questions about those, you can always email me, but please be diligent. Watch this video again if you need to find out exactly how to submit these items so that we can fluidly submit your work and I can read it and grade it in the appropriate amount of time that I have as well. So I can't wait to read your final portfolios, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time before the next quarter begins. And it was nice getting to know so many of you, and I look forward to seeing you around campus.